Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Encounters, the late night spiritual UFO talk show. I'm Neil. Welcome, Henry, Queen, Lavola, everybody coming in here, Loretta. This is Encounters, the place to be, the late night spiritual UFO talk show with your hostess of the cosmic mostess, CmdrAleon. Hey, April, Dion, Francis, good to see you. Angela, everybody coming in here. Welcome, Carissa, Shy Girl. Good to see you, Henry. Everybody out there, Mary Mack, Jody K, Richard, everybody out there, welcome to the show. Welcome wherever you may be. Hello, Richard Hernandez. Good to see you. Loretta, good to see you. Sensing for the cheers. Hey, Chesno. Chesno is one of our brothers within our group of 5 that are going into outer space soon. Chesno is one of our brothers within our group of 5 that are going into outer space soon. We can't wait. We're all going to be on the ship together in spacesuits. I can't wait to see that. I hope the suits fit me. I'm sure they will. Chesno, I'm sure the spacesuit will fit you just well, too. Karen, good to see you. Marie, good to see you. RC Cola, welcome. Landon, everybody out there, wherever you are, welcome to another night of Encounters. Excuse me. And we're here to bust the matrix. We don't know what's going to happen tonight. We never know what's going to happen. I hope you enjoyed last night's show. I've got almost all my shows caught up. I think I'm only one show behind. So I'm almost caught up. All those shows are now, I was like 3 shows behind that weren't on my YouTube channel. All those shows are updated. And I have one more show, the show from last night, that will be put on YouTube. That last night was crazy. And tonight's show will also be recorded and put on YouTube, my Astro Command Spaceship News channel. Hey, One Toyota, thank you for the bolt. We appreciate the gift, brother. Thank you, Lavola. Tomorrow night, Saturday night, is Ashtar Command night. Saturday night is a night when we'll be doing Ashtar Command talk. Hopefully we'll have our sister on, April, from Vermont. She's, hopefully her granddaughter's doing better. And we'll hopefully have her on tomorrow night with us. And so it's good to have everybody here. John, so looking forward to seeing the show. Thank you, John. Donna Joss, welcome, Donna. Donnie 714, JRB 7580. Hey, Taz, good to see you, brother. Universal, welcome to the show. I am so amped up tonight. It's going to be good. Pressure Groove, welcome to the show. Half Pine up in the Appalachian Mountains with the Anunnaki. Ray and Mary with the Anunnaki space people up in the Adirondack and the Appalachian Mountains. Amina, good to see you. Hello. Maria Sanchez, welcome. Everybody in here. Nancy, Gen X. Sherry, hey Sherry. Taz, contact is definitely happening. It's quite amazing. And I've been watching, I got the apple cider, yes indeed. I got a gallon of apple cider, and I got a glass right in my hand. Yes indeed, a whole gallon of New England apple cider from one of the local apple orchards. Hey Nico, good to see you. Alan Cornett, good to see you, Alan. Bonnie, everybody out there. Sonia, Nanchi, good to see you, Lisa. Me too. You have me trying it. Oh, you'll love it. Loretta, you'll love the apple cider. Paranormal Ghostbusters in the Philippines, good evening. Jenny, Barbara, good evening. Ozzy, good evening. Tyler, Shuva, thank you for the heart. I appreciate it, Shuva. I think it's Shuva. Hey, Bridgie, good to see you. Elvira, good to see you. Checking all the beautiful people out here around the planet. The one thing I love about this show is because, hey, Michelle, because it's so spontaneous, it becomes the most unpredictable show. That's what I love about it. If it was so predictable, it's so unpredictable. Hey, Charlie, good to see you. Art Beekeeper, Coventry, Connecticut. Good to see you. Welcome to the show, Coventry. Welcome to, I'm in Connecticut too. As a matter of fact, two of us, Jez and myself, are Connecticut people. And then we have people all over the world. Enlightened Soul, good to see you. Good evening. Melody, thank you for the share. Bonnie Ellis, thank you for the share. Enlightened Soul, thank you for being here. Glenn, Will, I can't wait to see Chesno. I can't wait to see you on you and I in a spacesuit on board a spaceship off planet. That's going to be very cool. I can't wait. We're doing really good, Sam. Hope you're doing well, brother. Hello, Commander. Hello, good to see you. Camp Sparkles, Sparklers, good to see you. Allison, welcome to the show. It's really good to see everybody here. I don't know if the astronauts did see angels. I'm sure they saw a lot of things when they're up there that they can't talk about. Why you lie so... we got to get this person out. Lieutenant Dan, there's no place for this person here. I don't follow this person. I don't know what they're doing on my live. But I don't want to bring any of that energy in here. We don't need that. That has nothing to do with UFOs or ETs. Bye-bye, Lieutenant Dan. Bad energy there, man. It's gone. How did that person even come onto my show? I don't need that. Jeez. There actually are other people on TikTok having their own situations going on, and they're coming into a UFO show called Encounters. Not happening. Man. I'll just say one thing. I've heard about that person and all the stuff that happened with his boat. I don't know why he came into this room. I mean, I know my show is really viral and popular, but that person coming into the room, I don't need that. Nuh-uh. Hey, Acid TV, definitely. When you want to share your story, you're welcome to do it. Nope. Yes, indeed. We're keeping everything love and light, high energy, no negativity anywhere on this broadcast. Jan R., good to see you. Igor, welcome to the show. Lawrence, welcome to the show. Good to have you all with us. Yes, we got the apple cider going really good. Definitely. Hey, Elsinore. Chantel, good to see you. Deb M., welcome to the show. Patty, welcome to the show. Skinny Shamboni, that's a good name. Mom, welcome to the show. Sandy Allen, good evening. Joe, Suzanne, Susan Mary, good to see you, Susan. Apple cider cheers, I like that, Loretta. That's good. Jeff, welcome to the show. Jeff Punagata, that's a good name. Punagata. Mark Lacey, Dan D. Mann, GNCB, welcome. I have not been on this. Well, if I've been on the ship, I've probably been astral traveling. I don't remember anything. But physically, I know myself and Chesno, who's in here, Chesno, and the others that are part of our 5 group, we do know we're going on the ship soon. We just don't know when. But we know it's going to be soon. Susan Mary, thank you for the soccer ball. That's a new one. I saw some glowing red orbs in a remote wilderness area while on top of a mountain camping. Kurt, was that recently? Did you see that recently? Mushroom 6095, Avis Minor, welcome. I bought an apple cider juice gallon last night. Hey, Donna, very good. You'll love it. You'll be addicted to the apple cider. 2 months ago. Kurt, would you like to come on the show and talk about it? And just for people to know, you've got to be over 18. No smoking on the show. No kids on the show. No vaping on the show. No drugs. No drunks on the show. No paranormal discussion. No politics, and no religion. I think I covered it all. You know what I mean. Ray Diamond, welcome. Francisco Garcia, I think it is, or Garcia. Below me, welcome below me to the show. Susan, that's good that you love apple cider. We're addicted to it. Jonathan, who are these people on the ship? So Jonathan's question is, who are these people on which ship? Can you be more specific? Are you asking me on the Ashtar ship? Can you be more specific about the ship? And naughty words too, and no cursing. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I forgot to say, no, and no drinking too. Not yet, William. Myself and Chesno is here. We're all going eventually. The guidance is coming from on the spaceship, our space people, and we're probably going to end up going sometime early next year, I feel. Little Leah, good to see you. But hey, Arts, good to see you, Arts. And we'll be probably, I feel, the next few months will be taken, in the new year at some point, we'll be taken off planet. Chasno, myself, Kit Kat, who people know, Johnny of the Third Kind, and you already know April, Friends with Furries 1111. We'll all be together at some point. Hey, Christy Breeze. Kenny S., welcome to the show. Neil, welcome to the show. Good to have you with us. Hey, Bird Lover. Namaste, Mahansuk. Good to see you, brother. Mahansuk is the spaceman down in the south area. Yes, indeed. Yes, my dad. I'm sure he's on the ship. Daniel Starr, good to see you. And one of the things I know we're all looking forward to see our family members on the ship. Chesno, myself, Kit Kat, and Johnny. We're all looking forward to it. So we have. The most important thing I can get for the holidays is going on the ship and seeing my parents. That would be the biggest gift I can ever get for Christmas. We'll see. I think your show will change a lot after you go on the ship. It will be interesting. Laval, I think so too. I think when I go on the ship, I'll have a different perspective of the universe than I do sitting on, being on Earth. No, we can't do that, unfortunately. It's a very specific group of 5, and there's a whole story behind it. It's really important. And once the group of 5 does what we have to do, then eventually in 2026, when there's full contact, I'm sure there'll be places for people to go on and off the planet at that point. But there's a very specific divine plan that is in place that we didn't create. It's created by our space family. Yosef, do the people on the ship age? Not like humans. They don't age like humans. Like they're thousands of years old, but they look like they're 20 or 30 years old, which is amazing, That to me is amazing. SF Kimba, good to see you. So yeah, that's a great question. So Earth people, we tend to age physically because of the environment we're in. But we really weren't supposed to age and look like we were falling apart at 80 years old. I mean, I already have a different perspective after listening to your Commander and Commander April. Thank you. Thank you, Bird Lover. No, I don't think the Ashtar Command, and I can't say this for sure, I'm pretty sure the world leaders know that the Ashtar Command is coming to Earth, and I'm pretty sure those in the higher powers know that. I'm pretty sure that I don't believe that the command is communicating with anybody on any kind of leadership level in any government. I could be completely wrong about that, but I don't think so. Yeah. Hey, Enlightened Soul, good to see you. Billy Graves, good to see you. Anthony Rossi, Off Brian, nickname, welcome. So, yeah. And it's been amazing. I've been so blessed to be able to answer a lot of questions on my show here. It seems more and more as we get closer to these events and more things are coming out, people are asking me questions about what's going on, and I'm happy to answer them. I don't think, they did back in Eisenhower's day, when Eisenhower was president, the command did make an attempt to meet with Eisenhower, which they did in the desert out in the West, and Eisenhower decided to go with the low-vi BTs, and The Astro Command left the planet at that point. They didn't totally leave, but they left the situation. Yes. Wormholes, yes. That would be a yes. Greetings, Giselle. Good to see you. Blessings to you. I am God. Welcome to the show. That's a good name. Susan Ray, you're a Palladium. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. She's good at reading the energies, April. Very good. Very nice. Hey, Mahansuk. Mahansuk is a beautiful being of light. He's a friend of mine for a long time when I first came on here. He helped me get to where I am, and I'm still the same person I was when I met him. And he's also a starseed from another planet. He's an amazing person. Also, he does the gong therapy, plus other things. Hey, my cup of tea, good to see you. Ashley T, if I became a host, would audio only be fine? I'm a little camera shy. Yeah, if you became a host, until you felt like you weren't camera shy, that's fine. The Anunnaki are human beings. They're spiritual beings that also are part of the Ashtar Command. The Anunnaki, I think they can be 9+ feet tall, the men and women. I don't know how tall their kids are when they have kids, but they are very beautiful humans, just as most of the Ashtar Command people are. They're part of the Ashtar Command. Me too, brother. White Orchard Annie, good evening. It's interesting. What's really interesting? A former official, I was listening to a lecture by somebody. He had been in the government or some level or something. I don't remember his name, but he was talking about that there are space bases in the oceans. So they know that there are space bases in the oceans. At least in his insight, he was talking about, and they had like a sort of like a drawing of what they thought the space bases would look like in our oceans around the world. And so the government, I'm pretty sure, knows about the fact there are space bases in the ocean. And now when I say government, I don't mean just regular government people. I'm thinking people in a top secret clearance have a little bit of knowledge of this stuff. But they're very deep in the oceans, Daniel. In most cases, they're in remote areas of the oceans on purpose. And Mahansuk is a Syrian starseed. And as Mary and Ray have expressed, Ray and Mary have the Anunnaki spaceships. They have an Anunnaki base up in the Appalachian Mountains over their house. The Anunnaki have been in touch with Ray and Mary, who is Half Pint. They have very, very strong activity, and it's become a real base for the Anunnaki over there in the Appalachian Mountains. How large are the ships? Oh my gosh. I mean, it depends. Some ships can be small, but there are ships that can be larger than 3 or 4 football fields or more. Beyond our concept of what spaceships should be. When we build a spaceship, like NASA or whatever, it would never be that big. We can't even comprehend the technology or the ability to do that. But the the spaceships can be very big. Yes, the Lurians are also part of the Ashtar Command. Absolutely correct. Jennifer, thank you for the gift. Jesus Guerrera, they're not coming to take over, so I would scrap the word takeover because it's not a takeover. They're coming to reunite with the people of this planet. So there's not going to be any takeover or any invasion or anything like that. It's going to be a divine connection to humanity, to the whole world. And it's going to be happening starting in 2026. That's when the official contact will occur. So you've got about a year and 2 months. Hey, Patricia, good to see you. Yeah, and understand something. The space people are here now. There's spaceships that are cloaked all over the planet right now that you don't even see or sense. There are space people walking around their planet that have been here for years, walking amongst the population. There are not only space people walking amongst the population, there are many, 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 many more armada of starships coming to Earth that you haven't even seen yet. You know, if you think things are getting interesting now, you haven't even seen half of it yet. Really, you haven't. Then I speak with, when I speak like this, I speak with complete confidence. There's no like, oh, wait a minute, what should I say here to everybody? I know exactly what's happening. I feel the energy through my whole body. I know what's happening. I know they're coming. I know more are coming. And if you really tune into the universe, you'll feel the energy of the ships coming. All you have to do is just tune in and focus on the energy. Not everybody can do that, but if you do have the ability to focus and let go of all the 3D stuff, focus on space, you'll feel the energy. You know, they're here. They're already here. There are more coming. Yeah, and yes, and in Mount Shasta and other volcanoes as well, there are, in dormant volcanoes, there in the depths of the volcanoes, there are actual bases too. Absolutely correct, Mahansuk. Will they change the character of our cities when they work on our planet? Great question, Batman. I don't know what the cities will look like. I really don't know. There are certain things that I'm like in wonderment myself as to know what that's going to look like. I'm in wonderment to know what our planet will be transformed into. All I know is that when contact happens, our planet's going to be much better than it is and has been for billions of years. For billions of years. It's going to be a real transformation. It really is. It's going to change a lot of perceptions of the way we think, the way we look at the world, the way we look at life, the universe, ourselves. It really is going to make a big difference. I never met Bob Lazar. Many years ago, I tried to interview him on radio, but he's over-interviewed by so many people. I know what he thinks. Other people have watched interviews, so I'm not really too concerned with Bob Lazar in terms of any specific information. I think all the information I need is right here within me. And I respect Bob Lazar for the things he's revealed. But let's face it. We're going directly to our star family. We don't need any in-between people that we're working in projects or anything. We're going directly to our star people. And on this show, you're going to have that direct contact communications, you know? We don't have to go to hear what a former official or somebody who worked in Area 51 says. It doesn't matter. You know, the funny thing is, I don't even care about Area 51. Isn't that amazing? I don't care. Why don't I care? Because I'm in touch with my star family, my parents. I'm in touch with the beautiful people that are coming here to help our planet. Who cares whether these other people think that we're in positions of top secret clearance? Doesn't matter anymore, really. I never heard that. I think I refer that question to Ray and Mary, since they have contact with the Anunnaki. Hey, Deborah. I was told the oceans will stir up soon. Loretta, where'd you hear that the oceans will stir up soon? Can you explain what that means? I'm not sure I've ever heard anything like that before. The oceans will stir up soon. Jennifer, thank you for the hat. Wow, that really fits. And it's filled with apple cider. The Ashtar command ships can be very big. I don't know if I asked that question, but they vary in size. I mean, a lot of the ships are created through consciousness. Maggie, thank you for the roses. You know, a lot of these starships are created through your consciousness. So a lot of them are living ships that are created through consciousness. Not every one of them are, but many of the ships of the command are created through consciousness. Galactically speaking, altogether, the consciousness, it creates spaceships. It's amazing. It's not something we as humans do. We don't sit around and say, let's create a spaceship, right? But when we are elevated into that frequency, through the Merkaba state, we can create a spaceship, a living ship, they call it. I've seen a ship so big it blocked out the entire sky momentarily. That sounds very interesting. I think there's some people I want to interview here. So, Apocalypse Now 222. When did you see that ship that blocked out the entire sky? Can you tell us when that was, what year it was? That sounds interesting. And again, we're going to do some interviews here. And this is Encounters. I'm your host, CmdrAleon, host of the show here. I'm also a starseed, and the definition of a starseed is I came here on purpose when I was a kid in the 60s. I'm not from this world. I'm with the Ashtar Command. I'm also a contactee, which is another thing. I also have been gifted recently by my father on the ship with certain abilities with the palm of my hands. As I did last night, I actually started using some of those abilities in the whole room of the broadcast. And I was able to show you what I'm able to do. And I still have things I can do that I probably don't even know yet. But I have been gifted humbly by my father, Rubar, and they're watching the show right now. Matter of fact, I should tell you, which I should tell you during the broadcast, on the spaceship where my father is, they are watching in the whole show. They can see every comment. They can see everything that's going on here, including me sitting here talking to you. Whether you believe it or not, they are actually enjoying the show. They love this show, and they watch it from the spaceship. Let me see here. Ashley B. Page. So one of the things I want to teach people, everyone keeps asking me about blood types. Do not worry about your blood type as a human being in terms of your connection to the star people. Your blood type has nothing to do with it. Your memory of where you came from is more important than your blood type, you see. If you can remember through meditation where you came from, then you'll understand. The blood type has nothing to do. UFO Mania, good to see you, brother, my friend in Japan. UFO Mania, he's on in the mornings in Japan. I don't understand Japanese. I was hanging out with him this morning, talking in English, and it was really interesting. I hope they had a translator. But the blood type doesn't really mean anything. You know, people don't get too hung up on blood types. It doesn't make any difference. You're all connected to the stars, all of you. Your blood type won't make you less connected or more connected. It has nothing to do with it, really. Let's see here. Oh, thank you so much for the gift, UFO Mania. I love your broadcast in the morning. Even though I don't understand any Japanese, I really wish I did. Let's see. Yes, the Ashtar Command is here to help us bring the planet back to a place where it was before it was messed up. And we're going to help them do it. We're going to all do this together. All of us. Yes. So I can tell you, I can speak on the thing of nuclear war, 818 Bully Z. So because I am of that level of consciousness with the command, I can speak on the command and for the command on this subject. And I know they will approve, as they're watching me speak, that they, the Ashtar Command, our Ashtar Command, can actually dismantle every nuclear weapon on the planet. They will not allow any nuclear war to occur on the planet or anywhere else. They will shut down every nuclear facility. If any nuclear weapons are to be used, they will be shut down. To answer your question, they'll be able to shut everything down. Let's see here. Elevation Mindset, good to see you. They set us free indeed. My cup of tea, are they going to eliminate the evil entities on our planet? They are taking all the low vibe ETs off the planet as we speak, As they find them, they're taking them off. So by the time we have contact, there'll be no more negative ETs on Earth. And the negative ETs, they do hide on the planet at different locations. They're sneaky. But the one thing is, they cannot hide from the Ashtar Command, because the Ashtar Command does find them. And the Ashtar Command is taking them off planet. Guaranteed. SATV, contact is a generational thing with me. My father and my mother both had contact. Interesting, SATV. A simple shepherd. We should continue to stream on TikTok to prepare for the arrival. Yes, exactly. That's what Friends with Furries 1111, my friend in Vermont, is doing. She's been going on the ship over 100 times. She's our key person of our 5 group, and we'll be going on the ship sometime between now and next year before contact with her. And multiple times, I'm sure once we start going, we'll be on the ship with Friends with Furries and coming back usually within an hour or so, the way I understand it. New Zealand, Operation. Hey, New Zealand, good to see you. I will get to some interviews here. Are they going to eat us? Are you kidding me? Robert, you can't be serious. Don't watch any more of those sci-fi movies. No, the Ashtar Command's not eating anybody. The Ashtar Command are vegetarians. My parents they're all human. My parents are very beautiful people. They're taller than we are, and they are not going to eat us. Not happening. Clarissa, why do people get upset about transformation? The people that are upset about transformation is because it's going to shake their reality. They're used to living in a 3D world where they have all these problems. They're used to the problems. They're used to the conflict. They're used to all the hate. They're used to all this other stuff. So when transformation happens, there's still billions of people on this planet that might get a little bit upset with the way things are changing because they're so used to living in a 3D world, they don't know how to switch over. But there'll be a lot of people like you and others to help those people, your neighbors, your friends. We're going to be the ones helping each other. We're going to be helping the planet. We're going to be helping tons of people out there, billions of people out there that need our help. And yeah, they might just get rattled by all this stuff going on because it's never happened in their lifetime to see that there are going to be people from other planets that are coming to Earth. But it's going to definitely happen. And if anybody out there wants to live in a 3D world and keep the planet the way it is, it's just not going to happen. The planet is going to shift. It is going to change. It is shifting. It is changing. Man, I'm telling you. I am so excited for this whole planet. You wouldn't believe how excited I am. How happy I am that finally this is going to happen. It's not going to be a storyline. It's not going to be some fantasy world. It's going to be a reality. So either you get with the reality, right? Or you hide in a cave somewhere, and you can't really hide too long because it's going to affect the whole planet. Every single life form. Every single life form. Not just humans, every single life form. The birds, the trees, the flowers, everything. Everything's going to shift. You know what I mean? Great question. Chris, a great question. But they'll get over it because there'll be people helping them. We're going to be the ones helping the ones that are kind of upset. They really have nothing to be upset about. They have the right to be humanly emotional about things, but they have nothing to be upset about. Because they're going to be living in a planet that will eventually be a beautiful place. And our planet really is beautiful. It's just that we have a lot of stuff going on here. You know what I mean? But it's going to be a lot better. If people allow it to be better, it will be. Now, does the Ashtar Command ship is built like a city? Does it have a sort of shops, etc.? No, they don't have shops. The cities are where people live. Some of the city ships are where people live. They don't have shops like you have a Macy's or let's go over to the shop off planet in the city ship and go shopping for a McDonald's vegetarian hamburger. They don't have anything like that. It's very different. But it's not like our reality is going to be shocked. We're going to be able to gradually transform from where we are to where we're going to be, you see. And I can say, as a human being, I love this human experience I'm having being here. because I am human, like everybody else here. I'm a human being having a human experience, but I'm also an Ashtar commander. I'm also a space being. And I love the fact that I can experience that level of my consciousness. Many of you have that experience. Many of you are starseed. You know what I'm talking about. Many of you are just waking up, and you're coming here for some answers. And you're going to get them here because we're not going to do anything but give you information. No, there's not, Robert. There's not going to be any probes. I don't know why you're thinking that. First of all, we're not going to be eaten. There's no probes. Are you serious? I hope you're not serious. I just told you the Ashtar Command are space people of love and light. I want to see if this Robert Shields gets it. You might be asking very serious questions, but they're not going to do that. That was the negative ETs. That was the Zeta and the reptilians, Robert. Let me see where he's going with this. Half Pine, thank you for subscribing. Thank you. I'm not really a fan of anything. I don't really focus on shows on cable too much. I'm too involved. Oh, Dr. Greer, I understand Dr. Greer. I do quietly watch some of his videos. But I don't really tune into it. There's too much going on here on my live here with the Ashtar Command that I don't have a lot of time to look at all these other things. Thank you, John. Will we be reconnected with our hybrid? Well, there's no hybrid children. If you are a starseed, you'll reconnect with your star family. There's no hybridization. With a starseed, you come from a specific planetary system. There's no hybrid people or beings in that sense. Ashley says, I'm ready to meet them. I think it's amazing. Do they scan us? No. There's no scanning. Will Jesus be on the ship when the Ashtar? It's actually ASHTAR, Daniel. ASHTAR. I don't know that Jesus is going to be on the ship or not. I'm not that. I mean, as much as I am smart, I have no idea whether Jesus, who oversees the council of the Ashtar Command, will be on the ship. I have no idea. I really don't. I wish I knew. Oh, no, I know you're asking. I have no idea. Wendy, I'm good to see you. Biz, thank you for the baseball. I'm just really scanning all the questions here. Yep, Bobby, frequency is everything, brother. Thank you for the gifts. I'm really trying to scan all your questions as best I can here. I just gotta plug this thing in here. Let me see who's on the queue. Oh, Acid TV. Acid TV, we're going to bring you up. If Acid TV wanted to come, I didn't know who was in the queue here. So we're bringing Acid TV up as our first guest. Acid TV, welcome to the show.
Good evening. How are you?
We're doing good. Man, I get so many questions coming at me. I'm trying to answer them all at once.
I can imagine. You got quite an audience. I've been watching you for about a year now, and I've really seen you grow. It's amazing.
Oh, thank you. And I've seen you with questions and comments, so we're glad to have you with us. Tell our audience a little bit of background about yourself and what you've been experiencing.
I'm 38 years old. I live. You'll have to excuse me. I'm a little bit tired. It's like almost 12 p.m. here, or 12 a.m. I'm sorry. I live in northern Maryland. 38. I'm an ex-architect. I do carpentry work. And I enjoy nature and animals, and love people, most of them. Mm-hmm. But in a nutshell, that's pretty much my story. But I have been. This is my father, some other family members, and my mother have both had contact throughout their entire life, and it's kind of weird because I remember throughout my entire life having strange experiences. But when you're young and you can't tell the difference between it's a dream. You might watch a movie on TV and you have a dream about it and you think that it's real life. But then when you get older, you're like, was that a dream or was that, And as I'm getting older, I'm starting to like think like, I don't know if that was a dream. That might have actually happened, but you don't tell people these things because they'll think you're crazy. But yeah, I've had several experience here the past 5 years. I've had some situations that were like shocking. That's really made me believe that there are definitely, I guess, beings or entities, or I guess maybe non-human intelligence. I don't know. They call them so many different things now.
Right. I know.
Yeah. So it's like, I'm just going to say, non-human intelligence, I guess.
Yeah.
But so I want to try to, you have to excuse me, I'm a little bit camera shy. You have a pretty big audience, but try to get to the most significant events that happened to me to share with you and your audience. So about 3 years ago, me and my partner went on a trip to California. And on the way back, when we were coming home, it was like probably 5 p.m. and the sun was setting. And on the direction that we were heading back, the sun was on that side where I was sitting. And like most people, I noticed they were all shutting their windows, and I was sitting in the middle. And there was a gentleman beside me, and he went to shut his window, and I said, "Hey, would you mind if you leave your window open for me? I kind of like, I really like to enjoy the view, especially with the sunset." And he was like, "Okay."
Yeah.
So, I like to periodically peek out the view and all this stuff, or the scenery, the window.
Yeah.
And he like fell asleep, and like it was probably getting to like 6 and 7. This was summertime, so the sun didn't really fully set to like 9. Plus, you're up higher. And so he like fell asleep, and I noticed like almost everyone, were like either asleep or had their windows shut or whatever. And I was just like reading something on my phone, and I just happened to look over out the window, just instinct, like, and just something, I just looked over for no reason at all. And this is going to sound crazy, but I seen what looked like about the size of a beach volleyball, a completely translucent crystal sphere that, and to this day, I get chills thinking about it because it was as real as you and me, man. I looked out that window and I was so shocked that I couldn't even form a thought for a moment. And I was like, "Oh my God, is that a balloon?" The first thing I'm thinking of, is that a balloon? Like, what is that? And I'm like, no, that's not a balloon. We're like 35,000 feet up, going 500 miles an hour, because this thing was stabilized. It maintained, it maintained the speed of the aircraft, of the plane, for at least 3 to 4 seconds, long enough where I could get a good look at it and look at it for a few seconds, and then it just kind of slowly went up and gone. And I'm telling you, Commander, I was like, this is just unreal. I mean, I don't think there's no way our government has technology like this. You know what I
Not
mean?
like that. No. When you're
Not like that.
and stuff like that, no. Absolutely not.
No. I mean, okay. And just even drones, I get it. Like, I know that they have a lot of advanced technologies now. Like, you know what I mean? We don't even know probably the stuff they have, but to be able to have a drone that travels 500 plus miles an hour and can be completely transparent. If there's technology like that, then what else do they hide? So that's got to be something from out of this world, or maybe in this world, because you've mentioned how there are underwater bases and underwater extraterrestrials, and I totally believe in that also. That's maybe another time.
Yeah.
But I think it's wonderful that you're doing this, and this is a big platform to do it on, to get the attention that it needs. And, I've been really reluctant, and I mean, I have so many stories to share, and I won't do it all now. Let other people have a chance. But the thing that's really frustrating, and I'm having trouble with right now, I don't know if anybody else is going through this, is, so, my partner is a psychologist, okay? And I got to watch how I say things to her and how I come across this stuff, because she is textbook about it. She's like, "You keep talking that way, I'm going to have," kind of joking, but kind of not. I'm like, "Jessica," I shouldn't say her name. It's like, "Listen to me. Like, I'm not lying to you." And then, it's funny, like right after I told her about that sphere I seen on the plane, all these pilots are coming out saying they see the same thing. Then she's starting to think a little bit. Yep.
And so does she believe in what has she ever seen anything herself?
No, she has no interest at all in that stuff. She's very
Really?
yeah, it's to the point where I have to really keep it to myself or I'll talk to my
Hmm.
mother about it,
Yeah.
and like maybe people like yourself and my father, because they've
Yeah.
had situations and they keep it to themselves too, because as well. I mean, you're probably my father's age. You don't talk about stuff like that to random people. They just think you're Looney Tunes,
Well,
Um,
you know what? Well, that whole thing has changed. 30 years ago, maybe,
yeah.
but the reason why my show is so big is because the world has changed now. Most people around the planet do understand that there's life elsewhere in the universe. And my whole thing is to get people to stop thinking that people are going to think they're crazy if they talk about this. It's going to be
Yes.
I think people like your partner are a minority in the way
Mhm.
she might think.
Yeah.
She's going to, now let's put it this way, when we get towards contact, your partner is going to see everything everyone else is going to see, which is the spaceships that are
Yes.
increasing around our planet. There'll be no denial for your partner or anybody else's partner, wife or cousin
Told
or
you so.
child. Yeah, right. So you have to understand something. You're not loony. There's no craziness. You are the
Oh, I know.
majority now. You really
Yes.
are. So just understanding confidence that you're on one of the biggest platforms here on this whole subject that I decided to take on here for my radio show platform. And I'm glad I did a year ago come on here because there was nothing. There was a void here, and people were running around in clown outfits. And I'm like, what's going
Yeah.
on here?
Yeah.
So all the people in the UFO community around the world are starting to focus on the show here. And my friends with Fairies April, my sister in Vermont, I want people to get to know her because she's been going on the ships over 100 times now with the Ashtar Command.
That's
And
fascinating.
yeah, we have a whole storyline beyond me doing
Yeah.
the show. There's a whole story about how we all came together. And I interviewed all these people, including April, Friends with Fairies, about fairies when I first came on here. Then soon after that, she was taken on an Ashtar Command ship. She met her parents off planet that are star people. My parents are on the same ship. There's a whole storyline here that would take too long to tell, but there's a
Yeah.
lot. There's a
Yeah.
lot going down here, and I guess my life will change and more even. And Kit Kat and Chesno, who's in here, Kit Kat just is in here too. When the five of us go off planet with April, when we come back, our lives will change because we will be on a spaceship with our star family. We're going to see the Earth from off planet. We're going to see things we haven't seen before. I already know my life has changed, and I haven't even been on the ship yet. My whole life has been totally changed, completely.
I think I'm at the right place. I can feel that. So like about a year, I don't know, maybe not even a year ago, when I first came to your channel,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, here we go again, another person. But I'm going to tell you something, and I don't mean that. I mean that, I don't mean that in any hard, way. I
Oh, I know.
just
I
utmost
know
respect.
that.
Yeah,
I
you
know.
get it, because there's so many quacks and so many people talking this stuff.
There
I mean,
are.
it's been for years, and it's like, but
I've seen it too.
you've seen it,
I've
yeah.
seen it.
But I get a sense and a feeling that you're legit. And I'll put it to you this way, my friend. Either you are the real deal or you're crazy. And I don't think you're crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know
Because
that.
I've asked you questions already, and I kind of did that to see what your response was. And you gave me the response. It's like, okay, he's definitely. Because I remember a long time ago, I asked you, Commander, because I've seen, I'll be real quick here. I'll get to
Yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah.
But I asked you, I was like, so how do they operate? Like, how do they move and what do they look, stuff like that? And you were like, well, they go in and out of dimensions. They can be anywhere at once. All this, I was like, oh, that's true. That's what I've seen. That's what I see. You know what I mean? So it's like just little questions like that. That's really,
Yeah,
and plus I get a feeling, like a premonition that
yeah,
this has to be it. This just has to be the real deal, because I have this intuition about you and other things.
yeah.
Um, I want to say real quick before, like I said, I don't want to take too much of your time, but so that's just one experience, and that was a pretty profound experience in the past 5 years. I've had others, but I want to get to one more experience that happened to me. So I've never had a negative experience ever. In fact, every experience I've ever had was either neutral or positive.
Mm-hmm,
Um,
mm-hmm.
and the first I don't want to say abduction because that's probably a negative term, but the first
Yeah,
contact where I've actually seen a being was a very neutral, but very like they knew that I was a little bit scared, so they ended it quickly and abruptly. Um,
okay.
yeah, it was frightening because I have a little bit of anxiety issues. So when you get brought into a realm that you are unfamiliar with, and you don't believe this is like this is really happening, and you see
Right.
these beings around you. That's pretty terrifying, and it did happen to me. It very much happened to me. And I'll get so the story is I was in between going to sleep and being awake, where like I was still kind of cognizant, aware, but like kind of drifting off. And all I remember was when I was laying in my bed, and she was away. She was visiting her friend in another state. I remember okay, this is going to sound crazy, but the entire room around me started to break down, and kind
Oh
of like
man.
the entire room around me started to break down into almost like geometrical shapes, like a kaleidoscope of some kind.
Wow.
And then once it I don't know, broke down or dematerialized, it reformed into this empty space. It wasn't a room, it was a space, and it was of pure, absolute white, ambient, luminous, beautiful light. And I
Mm-hmm.
was laying on my back. I wasn't sitting on a table or anything. I was just kind of just laying there, kind of
Mm-hmm.
like levitating, I guess. And there were these
Hmm.
beings that were very human looking. All I could see was like an outline, a silhouette, but they were very human looking, and they were all around me in a circle, and they were looking and they were like peering into my soul. They were
Oh
looking
my
at who I
gosh.
was as a person, and I could just feel them. There was no communication. There was no, talking or nothing. It was just like they were reading me like a book. And I was like, oh my God, this is happening. What is this? What is this? And I started to get kind of panicking, and the radius just started to get really panicky. The room rematerialized back into my room. Like everything started to
Really?
reform back into my
Yeah.
room. And I just,
Wow.
yeah, it was amazing, man. It was a shocking experience. And I don't know how to, I've
Well,
told, yeah,
I can tell you just for you know how I read energy when I hear stories like
yes,
that. I had a visualization just now of the room you're in, like this beautiful room, and these men and women that were of a radiant light,
yeah,
essentially. You give me a second.
yeah.
I'm just closing my eyes here to get more visuals of them. Give me a moment.
Yeah, it's hard for me to, it was just
No,
silhouette like.
no, they're men and women. I got a vision of them or a visualization of them who you saw.
Mm,
They're from a very high frequency, and they also were cognizant of your being nervous. So they put you
yeah,
back into into your space that you know. They put you into your space that you understand, is what I'm trying to say.
yeah.
Um, but you can communicate with them again. Matter of fact, give me a moment. I'm trying to tune into to them. Okay, you can communicate with them if
Mm,
you meditate. Focus on the visualization of where you were at that time. That'll bring
yeah.
you back into the alignment of their energy. That's all you've got to do. It's that simple.
It's amazing.
Can you
I
do
can't
that?
wait. Yeah, oh yeah. I haven't made any attempts to ever try to communicate with them again because I just wasn't sure how to take that situation. And sometimes, when there's something that occurs to me that's hard to explain, I kind of try to avoid it because it's just like,
Yeah,
what was that? But I shouldn't be
yeah,
that way. I should really
yeah.
just
Don't
take
don't
things.
avoid it. Don't
Yeah,
avoid it. There's maybe people in my audience who'd be jumping at the chance to have that experience.
yeah.
You
It was a
you
very
you are
powerful.
connected.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, they were powerful things. They were powerful beings. They were just omniscient, like godlike. They were just. It was beautiful. It was angelic. It was just like,
Yes.
and it was too much for me at the time. I don't think I was ready yet. And like I said, they were reading me, and it was amazing. And I told my mother, and apparently she was familiar with this situation. And
Yes.
that's where I was talking about. My mother and father both have had similar contacts, so I don't know what's going on there. That's a heavy. That's strange
Mm-hmm.
stuff, and sometimes I'm not gonna lie. It sounds. I felt my mother. I was like, "Is my mom an alien?" Like, because she's told me some stuff already. It's like now that
Well,
I'm getting older.
you have nothing. You're much older now. You have nothing to fear about them. I'm really focused on them right now. I'm like tuned into them. You just there. Give me a moment. Yeah, you need to contact them. They want you to communicate with them.
Yeah, I believe that
I'm.
because
Yeah.
I've been seeing I have okay, so I have some footage to back everything that I'm saying up tonight. I can prove everything, almost everything, except for that contact I had because that was a personal experience. You can't. That's the thing. That's where people get you, like get us on a clip. It's like okay, you can't prove it. Well, I guess I can't prove a personal experience I had. Like when something like that happens to you, how do you prove something like that?
Well,
Just
here's the thing I want you to know, and this goes for everybody. If anybody asks you on TikTok or anywhere else to prove your experience, tell them that you don't have to prove anything.
yeah,
If they don't believe your experience, they can move on to the next thing in the 3D world. No one has
yeah.
to prove anything to any skeptic. You're not obliged to do that. If they have not had your experience, as I always say to people, that the skeptics out in the world, they're meaningless, the skeptics, because they have no foundation except their skepticism, which means absolutely nothing. And
Nothing. Yeah.
when I see a skeptic, I bust their matrix in 2 seconds, because they'll be floating around after I get done talking to them. They won't know which way is right, left, or upside down because they have nothing. It's like having
Yeah.
a bobblehead. They're gonna Once I talk to a skeptic, their heads are gonna bobble like a bobblehead.
You have to be that way because it's just either that or you just let them be in their own world, just let
Yeah,
them,
that's
they're
right.
comfortable with that. And, I get that. And,
Yeah,
so yeah, I'm so glad I talked to you. I've been nervous about it. It's like, I really need to talk to this guy at some point here, like especially soon, because I know things are going to be happening soon. I
yeah.
just know that for a fact. I have proof of it. They are here now. I don't know about like the Ashtar, like if your people are here, but
Oh
I
yeah,
can
they're
tell you right
here.
now, there are things that are here right now. And it's
Oh, the
really
Astro
incredible.
Command. The Astro Command are here. They have a base in Vermont where April is, Friends with Furries. They have
Oh,
a
wow.
base up there. Yep, they're here now. The Astro Command has many ships cloaked around the planet. They're here now. They have
Mm.
several bases, as Friends with Furries expressed on one of our lives recently. There are several space bases in our oceans, depths of our oceans. They're Astro
Yeah.
Command bases. So they are here now. There are many more fleets of ships from the spiritual worlds coming here. So they are here
Mm.
now, but there's going to be so many beings of light coming to Earth that it's going to blow your minds, folks. It's
No,
going
I
to blow
believe
your
that.
minds.
I
I
see him.
guarantee it.
Yeah, I have like with so I don't really I haven't told anybody this besides my partner and my parents. I have videos and pictures of these orbs because for the past year now they have been very, very obvious to me and they want me to see them. It's to the
Hmm.
point where I can go outside any time of the day and look up near the sun and they will make little dances and flutter around and come swirling around the top of my tree line. You got, for anybody that doesn't believe me out there, I can literally go outside and film this stuff. I
Yeah,
have
I believe it.
videos. I have video footage of orbs traveling all across the sky above my house and all in other areas. And I have videos that would shock people. It would literally shock people and prove that there are things here. And you might be familiar with this, Commander, but the thing that's amazing about before I really realized what these were, I was like really freaked out because a few of the crafts that I've filmed, they move in ways that defy physics and are really, really shocking. Like
Yeah.
the one I have a couple of images or videos that I had to slow down and break into images
Hmm.
of this one craft that literally in the blink of an eye split into two or three different areas and then went back into itself. So like
Yeah.
gives me, I believe that they can be in multiple places at one time.
Absolutely correct.
Yeah. And it's amazing. Like I have video of this happening, several videos, and these things can travel and almost they become invisible and but you can see them sometimes coming in and out of dimensions and they move very so fast that it's like a blink of an eye sometimes and it's just unbelievable how they move and honestly I think they can go through things. I have a video I believe where it looks like it goes through a building.
Oh, they
It's
can.
yeah.
These orbs. Many of them are extraterrestrial type vehicles. Some of them are living consciousness orbs of spaceships or what have you. I'd like to see. Can you send me some of your videos that you think I might be interested in looking at?
Yeah, that's the next step here. And to the one gentleman, you don't show your videos to your wife. I have, and she doesn't really have an opinion. She doesn't know what to say about it. She just says that it could be a glitch in the camera phone. And I just
Oh
let it
yeah.
go at that. I don't push it too much because I
No,
know
no,
it's not a glitch.
yeah. It's not a glitch.
It's not a glitch though. But
Yeah,
I let it
she
go.
loves you, but she has a glitch in her mind about it.
Exactly. It's true. It's true.
That's all it is, you know.
You just let it go. You know what I mean? I don't dwell on it with her. I just move
No,
on. But
no need to. No need to.
no.
All right. Well, Acid TV, it's been great
Yes.
having you up here. And
Likewise.
yeah, and if you get a chance, send me what you think would be interesting for the audience so that I can show them some stuff. And I'd love
Yes.
to, you know, if I choose to use the video with your permission, I'll put it on my Ashtar Command page here on
Yes. Where would
TikTok.
you like me to send them to?
Send it to my email address. Right now, I've used up most of my storage here.
Okay.
Um,
Can you send me a message with your information
Yeah,
at
matter of
some
fact,
point?
I'm following you, so what I'm going to do is I'll
Okay.
just message you here on TikTok, and
Okay.
I'm following you right now. Actually, I thought I was already
Okay.
following you. So
Well, I can. Yeah.
if you just message me, I will message you back, and we'll figure it out.
Perfect. Thank you so much for having me in your time. I appreciate that.
Hey, man, you've been around for a while. I've been looking at your comments, so it's about time we get you on here. And
Right
Ashley
on.
just says CmdrAleon at AOL.com. I've used 99% of my storage, so I have to bring my phone in to see if there's a way
Yeah.
to get my storage less so I can start downloading stuff here. But all right, we'll put you down here. I appreciate you coming up.
Have a good night. Take care.
Everybody say thank you to Acid TV. We're going to bring Acid TV down. And what's your first name, by the way?
Jesse.
Jesse. Good to meet you, Jesse. And we'll call him Jesse,
Likewise.
too. All right, we're
Take
going to
care.
take Jesse down here. Another great interview on encounters. You see, this is happening. Everybody's having some really interesting things happening out there, and it's only going to get better, you know? Now, we've got people, hey, Kit Kat, welcome back. Kit Kat's flying all over the place tonight. Let's see here. We're going to bring Jennifer up, and then Greg will be next. If you want to be a guest on the show, you have to get in the queue. You have to be over 18 to be a guest. You have to have no smoking, no vaping on the show, no drinking, no drugs, no drunks, no paranormal discussion, no politics, no religion, no cursing on the show either. Welcome back, Kit Kat. Are you traveling all over the universe? Let's see. Brittany Gilo. Interesting question. I'm going to bring you up, Brittany, too. And you can ask me a question. I love talking to people, so we'll get to bring her up. Jennifer should be, as soon as the TikTok thing stops spinning around, hopefully I'll have Jennifer on here. Unless there's a glitch on TikTok. You're watching Encounters, everybody. And I'm your host, CmdrAleon, with the number one, and I mean this, number one spiritual, UFO spiritual talk show on social media. We're better than the History Channel. We're better than Discovery. We're better than all the cable stations on planet Earth. Oh, TikTok is having problems. I don't know what happened. Greg is going to come on. We're going to bring Greg up. Thank you for the Kit Kats for the hat. And we will interview people. Again, you got to get in the queue. You have to be over 18 and follow the rules of the show, and we'll have you on here on the show. Greg, welcome to Encounters.
Hi guys, how's it going?
Doing good, and share with us, with our audience, and tell us where you are and everything.
I'm in Minnesota. I'm over 60, but since I was a small kid, I've had telepathy. I mean, I come up to
Telepathy.
people, yes, and I come up to people and I'd answer their questions before they even ask me. And then, I don't know, about 7, 8, 9 years ago, something really weird happened. I got 24/7 contact with I don't know who or what or why, but it's real. I'm not lying. I don't know how to explain it, and I was just going to ask you if you've got any insight on it.
Well, first I need to know is, number one, when did the contact start happening? And I will try to, tune into your energy to understand who they are. Tell us when it happened and what they look like and who they are. What's going on with that?
I don't know what they look like. I don't know if they're human or not. It really doesn't matter. It's been not a pleasant experience. It's gotten a lot better, but I just started shoving them with love, and that helps. But I've had some really bad experiences with them, and I was just curious If you heard anything about that. I don't know. Like there's other programs of the government, like MK Ultra, stuff like that. I honestly don't know. So I was just,
Okay.
just kind of curious of what your thoughts are.
Well, my thoughts are, if they're negative, how many years have you been having these experience?
Well, I've had telepathy since I was a small child, but this happened, it started 8 or 9 years ago. There was 24/7.
Okay, did they come in your house from a spaceship? Do you know?
No, 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 no. Telepathy only.
No, I'm not.
Telepathically.
Telepathically is communications, mental communications. I'm talking about the physical. So, are you having a physical? Are these beings? They're obviously physical in some area. So, the telepathy, that's something that we use to communicate with different, space people. In this case, beyond your telepathy 8 years ago, what else is? There's got to be something else happening.
I've videoed stuff, weird stuff of the moon and some spacecrafts. The ones that I've got on video are like um spinning. Like they were like spinning huge pyramids.
Hmm. Okay, so spinning pyramids, that's interesting. Well, that's a spaceship, the pyramid spaceships. So you've actually seen pyramid spaceships where you are, correct?
Yeah, I've videoed them. I had to hold it up. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Let
When
me.
you start, when the pyramid spaceships appeared, did you start having contact after that occurred?
No, it was way before that.
Way before that. Okay. So you're having spaceship visual spaceships that you're recording. So that tells me a little bit more about you. So you're not, something else is going on here. The negative stuff that's happening, like, give me a second here. Have you ever been I'm getting the feeling that you've been visited and taken, possibly ET implants.
It's a possibility. There's been some weird stuff that's happened that, including like I don't know how to explain it, but like a little time glitch or something.
Hmm.
If that makes any sense.
Let me close my eyes again here. I'm going to try to understand something. When I close my eyes, everybody, I'm tuning in on him. I'm trying to see if he was implanted right now. Give me a moment. You've been visited by some beings. I don't know if you realize this. You've been visited by some beings. I'm trying to figure it out right now. Hold on. You cannot see them, but you've been
No,
visited. You
I
can't
can't
see
see
them,
them.
but do you know you've been visited, correct?
Oh yeah, and there's a
I
whole
know you've
lot
been.
more
Yes.
too. I mean,
Let me.
uh, yeah. Oh boy.
I'm feeling I need to help you here. Um, Give me a moment. For people watching my show, these things do happen. I'm really feeling that I can help you. I think what's going on is you were visited at one point more than once. I believe maybe you have an implant in your body that they put into you. Give me a moment. These ones are very tricky. If you agree to allow me to help you on the show here, I'm going to scan you for implants. I'm also going to clear the energy in your house. And also, by the time we get done, things are going to shift for you. Are you willing to do that?
I'm willing to do that. I thought they implanted it in one of my teeth, actually.
Okay, see, I know there's an implant. So when we start doing this, I'm going to have you, if you think you'll tell me when I get to the implant, if it's in your tooth, We will
No, that
gently
tooth
take
is
the.
gone. I ripped it out.
Okay, well, we're going to check you for implants anyway, because when the negative ETs put an implant in a body, they don't just put an implant in one place. They might do it in 2 or 3 parts of your body. So,
I even had to have a sinus rooter because I thought something was going on there too.
mhm. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, just to make sure that you have no implants, but we are going to help clear the energy, folks, for him. And if you
Thank
watch
you.
my
I
show,
appreciate it.
yeah, you know what I can do, folks, here. And again, everything I do is with the palm of my hands. I don't have like a special laser gun or some crazy thing like that. So I want you to close your eyes. And when you close your eyes, I want you to take a deep breath in. You're going to breathe out. You're going to breathe in, breathe out of your nostril. When you're relaxed, let me know. What I'm going to do, everybody around the world, is I'm going to scan him remotely for possible implants. We're also at the same time, when I am finished, I'm going to put a beam of light through his whole foundation of his home, and we're going to clear all the energies in the home, and there'll only be light energies that'll be flowing through his environment.
Thank you.
Okay. And one universal love, why is it necessary to remove it even if it never had negative experiences? Most implants that people have been negative. I've not met one person in my adult life that had a good experience with them, and they were implanted by negative ETs. Let's see here. Just to, Blessed Mom, just to answer your question. A galactic scanner, not a CAT scanner. Hey, blessed Mom. Okay. Let me focus here. What you're going to see if you're watching this show for the first time, you might have heard about it through social media, that I'm the one that is doing this. I've remotely removed implants from people all over the world through my show. As I'm talking, discussing, and interviewing people, I have a person that needs help like this, and we're going to help Greg. When you're relaxed, Greg, let me know.
I'm relaxed.
Okay. I'm going to start shooting a beam of energy. We're going to start from your forehead. In a moment, I'm starting to feel the energy, the aura of your energy from your head. As I do that, you'll start feeling the energy that I'm scanning you. And when you start feeling the energy, let me know.
I think it's my pineal gland.
Yeah. Tell me when you feel the energy, and I'll, just let me know. Keep your mind clear. Turn your brain off. Just focus. It's okay. Relax. Now I'm starting to have the heat energy. You feel it now?
Okay.
Okay. We're going to scan your head first and work our way slowly down. I'm going to put a lot of heat energy beamed into your body. It will actually hit if there is an implant, it'll hit it and you'll say, Commander, stop. I'll stop and I'll take it out. What I'm going to do, folks, as I'm scanning him right now, once I hit a implant, if there is one, he'll tell me to stop. I feel I'm getting pretty close to something here. You tell me when to stop. I feel it's in this area here. I'm going to amp up the beam of light into your body. The implant will reveal itself to me, and I will take it out. Just tell me when.
I feel something. I can't tell if it's you or me.
No, you feel, where are you feeling it? Right here?
I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. I got a lot of metal in my body.
Okay.
But I'm not lying. I'm not.
No. I want you to keep focused. Don't worry.
Okay.
No need to say anything. Just focus. Something about the front of your face. I'm just going to do the front of your face. There's something in that front area. I'm feeling something in that area. Tell me when to stop. I'm going to amp up the front of your face with a lot of beam heat energy going into your front. When you start feeling it hitting something, let me know. Something real close. Like I said, I'm not projecting that he has implants in him, but we're going to find out if he does. I'm around your eye area now. I'm doing the front area, going slowly around your eye, your cheeks. I'm going to close in for some reason on that area. If you feel anything, let me know. Tell me when to stop. Just focus. Just focus. Okay, we're going to scan the rest of the area. We're going to also scan the back area of his back. So far, I am not getting anything, but I have a feeling there's definitely an implant there, but it's hard to keep getting the front area of your face. Okay, now we're going to get
It's
real.
on the right side of my face and my sinus.
Okay, we're going to focus on your face area. Keep your eyes closed. I'm going to shoot a beam of energy into your face, including where your nose is. And if there's an implant there, you're going to feel something in 1 second. I'm putting a blast of energy into the face area right now. So close your eyes, please. Keep them closed. As soon as you feel the energy, tell me where it's going. And if you feel it hitting one spot, tell me when to stop, and I will stop.
I feel something right side upper sinus, but I
Okay.
can't really tell. I don't
Okay.
know. How would
No,
I know?
you do know. You just said you feel it. Are you feeling energy in that area right now?
Just a little heat.
Okay, that's me shooting heat in that area. So we're going to start pulling in that area, and I'm going to push and pull. At that point, you should start feeling something happening. I'm going to do it right now. We're going to pull. Okay. You should start feeling something because that's the area that is really strong. It's right there. And as I'm pulling, you should feel something. I'm pulling it slow enough so you're going to feel it. I want you to only feel it a little bit, not so much so that it is a discomfort. Do you feel it? Focus.
No, I don't. I am focusing, and I've had my eyes closed. I'm trying. I mean, I swear to God, I'm not lying.
No, you just got to keep close. You're thinking too much. Let go of your mind for a minute. Let go of the mind. That's blocking you from focusing. Let go. I believe you. Let go. Relax. Take a deep breath in. And honestly, I'm not really getting strong indications of implants, but again, I believe there is one up in this area. I am really shooting a lot of heat energy into the nose area, into that area near your eyes and your nose. That's where I'm feeling a lot of energy, even though you can't specifically focus on that area, I am. The rest of your body, I don't think there's any implants, but up in this area here, this is where I feel it is. But I'm not really getting a strong energy, but I believe there's something there. And sometimes this happens, not always with me, but it's definitely something there. And you would feel me if I were pulling it out, you would feel it right now.
I don't
Keep your
feel
eyes.
it. I don't feel it.
I don't
And I
think there
was
is
concentrating.
yeah, I don't think if there is an implant, it's very well concealed. Because usually every guest I've ever had with an implant, they usually feel something. I'm not getting a whole lot of energy about you in that way.
What can you tell me about telepathic stuff with whether it's humans or other entities, anything?
Well, right now, I've been so focused on trying to figure out if you got an implant in you, so I've got to regenerate my area.
Okay, sorry.
I really do think that there's something there, but your consciousness is so you're still, even though you're closing your eyes, your mind is going a mile a minute, which is not allowing the focus to be centering on where the implant would be. I think you do have some sort of an implant, and I think it's up in the nose head area in the front. But unless you feel it, I can't do anything unless I have an idea I have an idea where it is, but again, I'm going to stop at this point because your mind is going a mile a minute.
It
I
is.
can read it. That's the reason why I can't find the implant. You're thinking too much.
Can't help it.
I know you can't. I read energy. I know you can't help it. If you were able to turn your mind off, I probably can find that implant in 2 seconds. In 2 seconds.
Interesting.
But I do understand you're thinking a lot, and there's many questions in your head. That doesn't allow me to do what I need to do in order to take it out if it's there. It's definitely an implant there, probably up in this area here, like up in your right area, but I can't locate it too much because you're thinking too much. That affects my ability to locate it, unfortunately.
So can you quickly tell me anything about the telepathic stuff? Your knowledge?
We're all telepathic, but telepathy is our ability in general, is our ability to have communications with other beings. That's what telepathy allows for, clear communications. That's a simple definition I'm giving you, but it's true. By using your telepathy, you're able to communicate with other beings. They could be space beings. They could be that you're being communicated with by low vibe beings that you don't want to be communicating with anyway. So there's a lot of different things going on. You talked about earlier these pyramid ships that you were seeing. So you are
Right.
definitely having some sort of contact. I don't know specifically who they are. The negative stuff you've been having going on, that is probably of a low vibe ET group.
Which would be who?
Yeah, I don't know who they are. It could be Zeta, they could be reptilian. There's only a few they could be. There wouldn't be many choices in this situation, and there again, it most likely would be a reptilian or Zeta.
What about human?
Human only if they were. No, there
Through
wouldn't be
like
any human.
MK Ultra or something.
I know I've heard about that, but I don't know that again, I don't want to jump into that because we really don't know who is actually, and neither do you really know who's actually interacting with you. And to be honest, I'm not getting anything like that. There could be that happening, but I'd have to, be for sure of that. But I can tell you that you are definitely being affected by low vibe ETs.
Okay, yeah, they're definitely not nice, and they're I won't say. So
Yeah,
I don't
let's
want.
put it this way. Let's put it this way. I'm gonna at least do one thing. If anything I can do before I let you go down on the off the show here for the moment is I'm gonna shoot a beam of energy in your room. The least I can do, and I'm gonna send a beam of energy into the room you're in. Spread that beam out into every room in your house. And right now, in like 5 seconds, I'm gonna shoot all the energy out of your house of residual energy. It's gonna be gone in 2 seconds. Give me a moment. You'll be able to sleep better. In terms of the implant, we'll have to work on that another time when you're not thinking so much. But
All right. Thank you much, guys. Love and peace, and have a good evening.
yeah, and right now I'm doing one more thing. I'm going to work on your brain there for a minute. Give me a second. All I'm going to do to your brain is I'm shooting a beam of light into your cellular structure of your brain to calm you down. So when you go to sleep tonight, you'll be able to sleep in peace and not think so much. And we'll have you up again. Next time we'll find that implant, we'll take it out. But right now you're thinking too much, so it's not easy to do it when people are thinking.
Okay.
All right, Greg, I want to thank you, man, for
Thank you
being
so
up
much
here.
for trying and having me up. I appreciate it. I just don't understand, and I'm not lying. It's real.
No, we understand you.
Okay.
We'll help you again at some point again, and I want to thank you for sharing some of your story too.
All right. Have a
All
good
right,
night, guys.
all right, we'll bring you down, Greg. And I know I have again in the queue, I have people that want to come up. You're watching Encounters, the late night spiritual UFO talk show, and yeah, we did that too on Universal. We covered him. We cleared all the energy out of his house. Again, when people are thinking way too much in the brain, that blocks the ability to do something, and yeah. Jennifer, see if we're going to bring Jennifer back up, and then TikTok had her go down. Hopefully this time she is able to join us. It's working now. Hey, Jennifer, how are you?
I'm okay. I apologize. I don't know what happened. I just got ping right out in outer space and orbited back.
Yeah, you orbited right back. It happens. It's probably a glitch in TikTok or something, or the
Maybe. I
energy
don't
is so
know.
high here. Who knows? So what's
Yeah.
happening in your world? Thanks for being on here.
Well, of course. Thank you for doing what you do.
No, thank you.
Question. Did you get my pictures?
I got something, and I've been trying to get through all these lots of messages and emails, and I've had some problems with my phone because I'm using up a lot of storage. But
Oh,
I might have. So I have storage
okay.
problems now because I've got 99% storage taken up. I've got to
Okay.
bring it to my phone place and have less storage and more ability to create storage. So I might be
Yeah.
getting a new phone pretty soon, I think.
Yeah, I have a
Um,
similar problem. Okay,
yeah.
well, just know okay, I wanted to check in on that. Secondly, I am having a very difficult time with my abdomen this evening. They seem to be attacking my belly button area. I already have a hernia, and we had a problem before with the low vibe ETs, and I keep trying to boot them out, and they come right back. It's so annoying. Help.
Okay.
Can you help
You
me?
have. So yeah, I can help you with that. And Jennifer's been on our show before, so I can definitely help you, Jennifer. Let me see here.
Okay.
I think in your case, yeah, we can definitely do that. So we're going to help Jennifer, and we're going to do a scanning. I know with you, you can turn off your brain,
Yeah.
and I'll be able to do this.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to have Jennifer close her eyes, welcome all the people that are coming in here. You're watching Encounters. We do a lot of different things here on Encounters. We're not your nuts and bolts talk show on UFOs saying how big was the ship, how many bolts were in it, is there any windows. We really get into the subject the way it's supposed to be, And I'm a contactee for new people. I'm from the Ashtar Command. I'm a starseed. I'm a contactee. And my father gave me the ability to take out implants, scan people in a positive way. And by doing so, I can scan for implants in their body remotely anywhere in the world from my show here. And also, just to let people know, the Astro Command is watching my show on a spaceship. They're watching our show right now, actually. So, yeah. Okay, so Jennifer,
Ah,
we're gonna start scanning you. We're gonna start doing this. Close your eyes first,
yes.
and we're gonna have you do some breathing in and out of the nostril until you're relaxed. So we're gonna have her relax first, folks, and I'm gonna narrate what I'm doing here so that you're saying, "What is he doing?" You're gonna understand what's happening here. So come on in. You'll learn a little bit here if you're new. Invite your people that you think should be here. Hey, Hetty, good to see you. Lynn, thank you for the lightning bolt.
I'm feeling it in my sinus cavity too. There's some pain.
Mm. Hey, let's see here. Give me a moment. And I usually close my eyes when I do this because I can actually tune in. And Jennifer, you should start feeling some energy because I have a lot of heat energy coming out of my palms right now.
Yeah.
This is my palm of my hands here. So we're going to go down slowly and work on you. And as we're scanning you, we're clearing all the energy out just to make sure everything's pure. As we go down, you'll tell me when to stop. I'm scanning
Right.
every side of you slowly. Tell me when.
Yeah, I feel it across my abdomen.
Right there?
Yeah. That's
Okay,
my right side. That's about right. Yeah.
okay. So I'm gonna stop here. I'm going to neutralize the implant, which I'm gonna do with her. So I'm neutralizing the implant in her. You know, it's funny. Some people go away when I do this. They don't want to watch it, but it's a good thing to watch because it's real. So what we're gonna do is take out the implant. As I'm pulling, I know Jennifer will tell me she'll feel something.
Yeah, it feels like it's wrapped around the base of my spine.
Okay. Do you feel me pulling on it? Tell me when.
Yeah, a little bit. It feels like it's tugging on my colon. Like
Okay.
it's all wrapped up in there.
Okay, we're putting heat energy to loosen it up. I'm going to pull it out. I'm using the right palm to pull it out. I'm using my left hand. Well, depending what you think is right. I'm using my left hand to shoot the energy to loosen it up as I'm pulling it. So I'm pulling it out from my right side, and I'm going to start pulling it so you can feel it, not so it hurts, but just so you know I'm doing it. You
Yeah.
tell me when. Can you feel it?
I feel like that it's tugged, like it's knotted in there.
Okay, we're going to loosen it up.
A number on me. Oof.
Okay, so I'm using a lot of beam of heat energy in the other side of the body where
Yeah.
where it's wrapped up. I'm loosening it up right now so I can pull it out. You're going to
Okay.
feel a lot of heat. You're going to feel heat energy in that one area, and we're going to loosen it up. It's going to come loose. It's going to come unstuck from that area. I'm
Yeah.
pulling on it right now. Can you feel it?
A little bit. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to pull it from the other side, which it didn't expect. As I loosen it up, I'm separating it so I can take it out on both sides. It's going to be separated. I'm actually separating it right now first. Like I'm doing an up and down motion on that area where it is. It's basically gonna,
Oh, that's a big one.
yeah.
Yeesh.
I'm separating it now. Yeah. So I'm
Yeah.
taking it out from the right and the left of your body.
Oh
I'm gonna
God.
pull it out on the right and the left, no problem.
Hey,
As I pull it, you can feel me pull it out. I've just
I
cut it.
actually
I've cut it.
hear that.
Yeah,
Ew.
I just cut it. It's a big implant. I'm taking it out. I'm going to take it out and destroy it. When I have it fully out, you tell me.
Okay.
I'm going to pull on it on one side here. I'm pulling it on the other side. I've neutralized the implant so it cannot move anywhere. I'm taking the implant out of her body right now as we speak.
Oh my God. Yikes.
People don't realize how big these implants are.
Oh my. Jeez.
I'm neutralizing it. I'm neutralizing the whole implant. I'll
Oh.
have it out in another 2 minutes. Give me a minute.
Oh my God. I'm feeling relief on my spine.
Almost.
They
Almost.
lock. They try to lock into me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. They're nasty. The ETs that do that.
Ow.
Almost out. One more. Tell me when it's out, and I'm going to put a healing energy on your body.
It's still going.
I'm going to get it out. It's big. We're going to get the whole thing out. I'm amping up light energy through the whole body. It's going to loosen up the implant and weaken it, and we're going to take it right out of you.
Oh my God.
I'm now really, really amped up energy.
Whew. I can feel it unwinding from the back of my neck to the base
Yes.
of my spine.
Oh, the whole thing's coming out. It's a big implant. It was a good portion of your body. They really
Yes,
did. They did a job on you on this one.
they sure did. Ugh.
Almost. We're gonna pull it out. I'm being told to do this. This is where it is. I'm pulling it straight out. Almost.
Oh my.
Almost. Almost.
It's like almost my whole back. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm taking it out of your back too. I'm taking the whole thing out of your back. That's why they have me putting the hands on your back.
Uh,
That's where the main portion of it is. It's like attached to an area. I'm pulling it right off the attachment. I'm gonna put the heat energy to. Yeah, now I'm taking it off. It's no longer attached to your body. I'm now gonna pull it out. I'm squeezing it so it can't go anywhere. I'm pulling it out, like right out of your back.
uh,
I'm done with this thing. It's gonna be coming out whether it likes it or not. It's almost out now. It's almost gone now. It's almost out now. Tell
it's
me
like
when.
blue.
It's
Yeah,
almost out.
it's
Almost gone.
it's still going.
It's almost out. Just focus. Just focus. Work with me here. Just tell yourself you want it out now. It cannot stay in your body. You want it out now. Just say that to yourself right now as I pull it.
I
You're
want
gonna
it.
get the
I
whole.
want this implant out now.
Yeah. I'm gonna take it out. We're gonna destroy it.
Oh my God. You know, I just saw a little face on it.
I'm gonna destroy the whole thing. Give me a moment. I'm gonna destroy what I've taken out already. I'm gonna destroy this. You're gonna feel me. They're gonna feel me. They're gonna feel the energy of my heat destroying it as it goes into your body. I'm destroying it, and I'm gonna destroy the rest of it right now. Let me pull the rest of it out. If you're just watching Encounters, I'm remotely taking out an implant in Jennifer's body.
It's coming up my leg. It's like
Okay.
they tried to
Uh-huh.
stuff like layer my
Okay.
body with it. Ew,
Okay.
ow. Okay, ow.
I need you to focus. I'm going to go to the leg area. They can't get away from me. I'm going to take this implant out, and it's a living implant. I'm going to neutralize your leg area where it is. Give me a second. I'm shooting heat energy at it. They don't like that. The heat energy will neutralize it. The beam of energy is neutralizing it. I'm going to prevent it from going up your leg. I'm going to take it out from the leg area. Just give me a second. I'm going to pull there where your leg is. This is where it is. I'm
Oops,
pulling
something
it
just.
out.
Whoa.
I'm pulling it out from your leg area. I'm destroying it. I'm not taking any chances here. I'm going to pull it straight out. It'll be out of your leg in a minute. It cannot get away. I've neutralized it. It cannot get away now. You tell me when you feel the energy on your leg, so I'm pulling it out.
Oh my! It's interesting. My body is shifting around as it's like you're unwinding it and pulling on it.
I'm destroying it. I'm actually disintegrating it out of your body. So I'm going to now disintegrate it. I'm shooting a different beam of energy into your body. As it hits the implant, it's going to disintegrate the whole implant out of your body. I've never done that before. I'm going to disintegrate the
Oh
implant and shoot
wow!
it out of your body. I'm
My
going down. I'm
vision.
doing.
Sorry, my vision just brightened up.
Okay, now I'm done with this implant. I'm going to actually take it and destroy it in the body. It will
Okay.
not be in her body anymore. I'm going to destroy the thing and I'm neutralizing it.
Okay.
You know, when implants are living implants and they start playing games, I'm going to just go and just take them right out.
That thing tried to possess me. That's exactly what it feels like.
It's now
Like,
being destroyed.
okay.
It cannot go against the Ashtar Command energies that I have. I am with the Ashtar Command, and I have the ability to destroy this thing, and I will. Keep closed your eyes. For people watching my show here, I'm working with Jennifer and taking out a negative ET, what I call a living implant. I'm destroying it.
Ugh.
Almost. I'm shooting energy down your leg area to make sure there's nothing there. I'm shooting energies of light that will destroy the implant. I'm also scanning every part of your body. We're going to make sure you're clear. I'm using my palm of my hand here to do this. Now I'm going to shoot a laser beam from your head all the way down through the whole body. And we're going to clear all your energy to make sure there's no particles left from the implant. You'll feel me going down your head right now. I got my hands out, the palm going down slowly. Tell me if you feel anything. You should.
I feel like my body's coming back together.
Yes, it will be. Sometimes when I take out implants out of people, the implants are living implants. They like to put up a fight with me, but I will not be defeated. I will destroy these implants.
It layered itself on my, like, to my insides, like tar. It's disgusting.
Yeah, well, it's all being cleared out. You're going to feel, you'll be able to breathe better. This
Yeah.
implant that was put in by the negative ETs is being taken out. I'm clearing the whole energy. I'm going slowly down through your legs now. I'm
Okay.
shooting energy to your feet area. Give me a
Yeah.
second.
Yeah. My feet are throbbing.
Yeah, I'm shooting the energy there. I'm going to make sure there's no implant in you. I'm actually destroying any evidence of that implant in your body. As I go back up your body, I'm shooting beams of energy to disintegrate anything, residual energy of the implant. I'm destroying it.
Thank you. I felt that in my colon area, like either side of my colon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
I just
my!
want to make sure you'll be clear of this thing in a minute. I'm almost done. Tell me how you feel.
I'm tired because I've been
Tired.
battling this thing for a little while. It's like it's a good
Mm-hmm.
tired though.
Mm-hmm. Do
I'm
you
just I'm
feel that you don't feel the implant in you really anymore, do you?
subtly a little bit maybe. Wait, let me hold on. It's got faces attached to it. That's so
Yeah,
weird.
well, it's going to be destroyed. The faces are going to be the living implant. Those faces, I will beam high energy in to make sure they're out of your body, and they're going to be destroyed.
It's like as it's coming out, it feels like it's coming up out of my head as well. And as
Yeah.
they're lifting, it's like these little, maybe that's what they look like. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. They're
No, they're
definitely,
being well. If they are ETs that were part of this implant, they're being taken out, quarantined, and I'm
okay.
giving them to the Ashtar Command right now.
Very good.
I'm
Thank
I'm
you.
giving them to the Ashtar Command, and I'm giving to them. The Ashtar Command doesn't have to go anywhere; they have things to do. But I'm actually quarantining these things, and in a bubble, they're being sent to the Ashtar Command to be dealt with.
Thank you.
They should be gone out of your head in a minute. You should
Okay.
not see them anymore in 1 second. Give me a second. I'm blasting energy at their faces, which is going to burst them out of your head. And we're also quarantining their energy. And actually, I'm going to give them over to the Ashtar Command to be dealt with. How do you feel now?
I felt a little tingle next to my belly button on the right side. I'm
Okay.
feeling much better. I really could actually feel it unwind from the top of my spine and near my tailbone. It was trying to. It feels like it was trying to tap into my nervous system. I already have
Mm-hmm.
polyneuropathy problems
Mm-hmm.
anyway, um, but it was like it was trying to tap into me, like like a freaking robot or something, you know, kind of like possession, basically, but their version of possession.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're now clear.
Okay.
Okay. I put a beam of energy into your body. This energy is going to stay with you for a few days just to do some cleansing of your body. Any residuals from the negative ET implant will be destroyed.
Okay.
So I want you to do this for me, and this will seal the deal. That was a lot of work. You know, sometimes, folks, you don't realize how much work it takes to do this. And believe me, it's not easy sometimes.
Now my whole body is throbbing and I'm tired, but my eyesight cleared up quite a bit.
Oh, good. Yeah, there's no more implant in you. It's been destroyed.
Thank you.
So here's what I want you to do. I want you to say these words.
Yeah.
I am a cosmic Christed being of light.
I am a cosmic Christed being of light.
I am now free.
I am now free.
I have no more implants in my body.
I have no more implants in my body.
And no longer can any lower vibrational ETs come into my space.
And no longer can any low vibrational ETs come into my space.
Because I am a Christed being of light.
Because I am a Christed being of light.
Okay, sister.
Thank you.
You're totally healed now.
God bless
and I
you.
give everything I did up to the Creator. I've destroyed the implants. They cannot attach to me. I destroyed them. Number one, my energy is too powerful for them anyway. So
They're a little afraid of you.
all the negative ETs are afraid of me. I'll kick them out in the universe in 2 seconds. So,
We love
Jennifer,
you.
I want to thank you. You're okay. You're good now. You're going to sleep well tonight.
Yeah,
You'll have no more pain or anything. The implants are gone.
Thank you very much, Commander. God bless, and I hope you have a great evening.
You too, Jennifer. I'm going to bring her down.
All right.
So some of the things I do in my show here, I'm not your normal UFO talk show host. Of course, I'm not your normal UFO talk show host. Why would I be? You know? So I just took out, this implant was pretty big. And, you know, you think of implants as being tiny little things in a person's body. They're not. You know, if you were doing what I do and take out implants, some of them are small, but these implants, when they get into the body, they take the whole body up almost. And it takes time to pull them out and destroy them. Believe me, I know. I can't even keep track of how many implants I've taken out of people. Well, she shouldn't be reimplanted again. I don't think they're going to be able to do it. They actually got back into her somehow, but now she's protected. I don't think she'll be having any problems anymore. I think this was the main implant. Somehow it was still in her somewhere, and it was sneaky. But we got it. There shouldn't be any more. We'll keep tabs on Jennifer to make sure, but I don't think she'll have any more problems. Welcome to Encounters, everybody. The late night spiritual UFO talk show. We've had some great interviews tonight. So the blood type has nothing to do with your experiences with space people or ETs. Yeah, Jennifer was able to see them, and they, like I said, they're living implants. So these beings are now no longer affecting her body. Yes, when they put the implants in, you don't realize it unless you're unaware. The implants can be harmful. Well, they are harmful. They are harmful. So give me a second to realign my energies here. And welcome to Encounters. I'm a contactee, host of this show, host of WESUFM.org's Cosmic Eye Radio. I'd like to know WESUFM is a great non-commercial NPR Pacific radio station. We have all kinds of programming on there, like Democracy Now!, folk, reggae, just about everything you can think of, and of course my Sunday morning show. So there you go. So now the question is, if you've had UFO sightings or positive contact with space people, I'd love to hear your stories. And if you'd like to come on the show, please do. You have to be over 18. No kids on the show, no cursing, no vaping on the show, no smoking on the show, no drugs, no drunks on the show, no paranormal discussion, no religion, and no politics. Brittany, we're going to bring Brittany up. Brittany will be our next guest on Encounters. All right. Let me see here.
Hello.
Hey, Brittany. Good evening. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Busy helping people. So I'm glad you came up. That's part of what I do on the show. There are people that have been abducted and had implants. We take them out remotely all over the world. And I'm able to do that.
Oh, nice. So
tell us about you.
Well, I was wondering how much you believed in the telepathy part of the if you believe that they really do, extraterrestrials really do contact people, like certain individuals, because I've had contact from the Anu. I don't know if you know who they are.
Yeah, tell us who are the Anu. I'm interested.
I believe they're the Anunnakians, but I'm
Anunnaki. Okay.
Yeah, the Anunnakis. And I've had contact from the Palladian people before, and I've seen the Greys, their holographic forms being projected into my apartment a few years ago. But the Anunnakis, basically, when they talk to me, they just tell me that they want to be in contact with me to make sure that I'm protected. They've also told me that the government knows about me, which I don't understand how that would be. But yeah, it's been an overall positive experience.
So tell us about the Anunnaki. Let me delve into you a little bit. So when did you start having contact with the Anunnaki?
So about 6 months ago, I went through a little, like, how do you want to say, adventure with the Anunnakians. I went to Nibiru and then back to Earth and then to Atlanta. In this
Atlantis.
journey. Yeah, to end this journey, and it was something. It lasted for a few months. Not all of it was positive. Some of it was scary, but I mean, overall, it was a positive experience.
So did they come did they come and pick you up and did they come into your home and take you through something to come onto the ship?
So it was more of a internal viewing. They didn't take me up into their ship. I was there. I don't know how to explain it. Kind of astral projecting, maybe.
Astral projecting, okay.
To Nibiru and then to Earth and then to Atlanta, and went through quite a few different scenarios and whatnot during those episodes.
Interesting. Yeah, so a lot of times astral projection is like you go into a Merkaba state where you go out of your body, you create a Merkaba, which is like your own physical ship for your body, and then you can go onto an Anunnaki spaceship or with the Palladians, and it's a true experience. It's not like a dream. It's really you going into a higher state of consciousness to be able to do that. So that's where you were when you did that. But you can have physical contact where they can come to you physically. Since you've done that, have you tried to ask them about physical contact as opposed to doing it that way?
Well, I know that they visit me. I just can't see them. I've seen spacecraft before.
Okay.
I've seen the triangular spacecraft before.
Interesting.
They make themselves known in certain ways when they're not talking to me, that they're around. But yeah, it was an overall good experience. I've been through the negatives aspect of it, and I've had to remove stuff from myself before. But I believe that they're here now to protect me, so I don't think I have to worry about any of that.
Well, they're not going to let the Zeta go after you, because you said you had the Zeta, which are the people call them Greys, but they're really Zeta.
Okay.
That were so I would suspect the Anunnaki will not let the Zeta near you because the Anunnaki are very high level spiritual beings of light.
Yeah, they've been great so far. Then they stay in constant contact. Whenever I reach out to them, they're always there.
Oh, good. That's
Yeah.
a good thing.
Yeah. And they said that they are making themselves known slowly to Earth, but that they are here. Same with the Palladians. The Palladians told me that they're here as well,
Yeah.
amongst,
Well,
I'm
you
sure,
know,
others.
and also, Brittany, they're all part of the Ashtar Command, which I talk about. They're all part of the Ashtar Command. They're all part of that galactic spiritual level of light. The Anunnaki, the Palladians, the Syrians, they'll all work together under the umbrella of the Ashtar Command. So
Which
you're in good hands.
they've told me that before, that they are a part of the Federation.
Yeah, the Ashtar Command is what it's called.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice on keeping contact with them? Like, I don't know.
My biggest advice to you is that you are ready. They've trained you through astral projection. You are ready to physically go on board their ship. So, like my friend April in Vermont, she goes physically in Vermont, where she is in a remote area. Over 100 times has she been taken on the Ashtar spaceship. You, I feel, are ready and have been trained by the Anunnaki through astral projection. You don't have to astral project. My main thing is tonight to ask you to, when you go to sleep, communicate with them telepathically, which I know you can do. I know they're connected with you. Tell them that if there is a place to be, you would like to, you're not afraid now to go physically on the spaceship without, you don't have to be in astral projection mode. Ask them when you can go on the ship with them physically. Don't be afraid of it. It'll be a beautiful experience for you.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like something I could do.
Yeah, I would definitely do that.
Yeah, definitely.
And I want you to let me know what happens too. Give me an update down the road as to, oh, Commander, I went on the ship. I took your advice. I met them somewhere, and they took me on the spaceship.
All right, sounds good.
All right, Brittany, I appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Thanks for coming up here. It's a great story to hear, and I appreciate. That's the kind of stories I like. Brittany's story. There's so many people having experiences, and speaking of experiences, it's 1:09 in the morning on the East Coast. Man, so let me get me some more apple cider here, Amina. My commander energy is starting to. Clint Smith feels like the extraterrestrials are just avoiding me. Well, there are a lot of extraterrestrials out there. Which ones are avoiding you, Clint? Clint says he feels like they're avoiding him. Hey, and Cole. Lady Excess of Johnny, welcome to the show. B Rex. Alrighty, and we have Ashtar Command Night tomorrow night on Encounters. Our Ashtar Command Night is Saturday night at 11. Don't miss it. Well, I think it's time to call it a night. I think it's time. Thank you again for all the gifts and everything. I appreciate everybody out here. I love everybody out here. This show's going to be on my YouTube channel by tomorrow at some point. And we'll see you all tomorrow night at 11 for Ashtar Command Night. So everybody take care. Have a good one. We'll see you again. Hey, Linda, thank you, everybody. Tahar. We'll see you all Tahar night, tomorrow night. Tahar. I'm being Tahar here tonight. Much love. Tahar, everybody. Tahar, the planet. I'm Taharing all over the world. Tahar. Disclosure now. Disclosure on Earth. UFOs are real. Thank you. My fellow Earthlings. I'm going to have to stop doing this. Ah, another hat. Ah, another hat. Oh, it's not even popping up on my head. Thank you. Thank you so much. We do have a guest request. Mish, before I go, I got to bring Mish up here. Mish. As long as I'm not being too hard, I'll be good.
Hey, Commander, I just got a quick question before you jump off.
Yeah.
In regards to the Galactic Federation, I noticed that you kind of don't use that term very often.
Not at all.
Yeah, not at all. And my question is can you just elaborate a little bit more? And is there just a complete non-belief in the Galactic Federation? Do the different races or species of ETs have some sort of agreement, such as like non-interference, for example, in human beings?
Yeah. So I can answer that. So I've always, even before I got on social media, I'm so connected with the Ashtar Command since I came here. The Ashtar Command is really the ones that oversee all the star people. It's not these other things that people have created on Facebook and so forth. It's really this Ashtar Command, the Christed beings of light, that have the councils of light, and they're all connected to the Ashtar Command. There's not like separate things like federations or this or that. They don't really exist. The Ashtar Command, though, is the whole thing that people should be focusing on, because they're the ones that are involved in all the different councils of light that exist. That's why I kind of veer away from that a little bit.
Okay, and would you say the Ashtar Command is also interdimensional and one of the more higher vibrational species?
They are the higher vibrational species. They're not just a species. They are the highest vibration of all the levels of light. And when I say that, I mean they come from all planets of very, very high levels of light, of love. Matter of fact, I'm wearing tonight my Ashtar Command pin, which you can't see here. I have it right here. And I got this years ago from my dear friend Ashtar Athena in California. And so, yeah, Ashtar Command is simply the most highest level of the star levels. And they work with all the different planetary systems, the Sirians, the Arcturians, the Andromedans, all those different civilizations, all are part of the Ashtar Command on a spiritual level. Syrians, Avians, Lyrans, all of them. Good question.
If we all collectively ask for them to help, which would include some sort of interference, are they allowed to do so? If the majority of our consciousness agrees upon that, despite government not being so agreeable, if it would overall improve the quality of day-to-day life for humans, would they agree to interfere?
Well, they don't need to, because we're having divine the plan is already set in motion. So that's why you've heard me talk about 2026 with April. And 2026 is when contact is happening. So they're not going to just jump in here. They're already here, but there is a definite plan in action for the Ashtar Command to make contact with the people of Earth, and that will be in 2026.
Okay.
It's already in motion.
That's great. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's already in motion.
And I just want to say one more thing. I'm kind of sick of the politics talk in the comments. People gotta understand that presidents are puppets. They have no control over what goes on. Our government has ran like this for years. They create a problem and then they offer a solution. And we should be way ahead of what the problems we're dealing with now. It makes
Yeah.
no sense. I
Well,
need people to stop getting trapped in that matrix mindset with the political parties.
Yeah, and that's what I talked about here. Thank you for the gifts. We hit our goal. That's why I tell people I've got them. They'll come in here. We block them. If they're supporting political parties, we block them because this is not where we're at. And being that I am not from this planet, I don't quite understand why people have all this stuff going on here. But the good news is that's really a minute thing. It happens every once in a while. But we block those people on our show here, and we definitely want people to elevate themselves to what's really happening. You know what I mean?
Right.
It doesn't happen very often. It's once or twice a month, like Ashley said. We don't get them. We're aware of them, and we just basically block them, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Mish.
All right, well, have a good night. Thank you for answering my questions.
Oh, my pleasure always, Miss Mish. All righty. I'm going to bring Miss Mish down, and we're going to wind down the show for tonight. It's been a great show. I thank everyone for being here. Definitely tomorrow night is going to be our Ashtar Command night, Saturday night Ashtar Command night. And we thank everybody for supporting the show. The hearts, we hit 117,000. Great. Thank you, everybody, so much. So Ripped Gome, Sunday night. If you're on Sunday night, we can do some scanning and we can see about implants Sunday evening. Saturday night is our Ashtar Command night, so we won't be doing anything like that at all. So we'll see everybody tomorrow night on the show. And I wish you all have a good weekend. We'll catch you later, everybody. Take care. Remember to keep your eyes to the skies when you're not driving.